بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. The Tarteel program introduces the third session wherein we will be reciting Surah Naas inshaAllah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The first verse, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. What we have to concentrate on is the first letter, specifically the Qaf, and thereafter أَعُوذُ had passed already, so the Ain, A'u, and the Dhal, Dhu, to make sure that we don't say Au, or that we don't say Zu, Auzu, Auzu, A'uzu. These are all wrong pronunciations. So A'udhu, A'udhu. Ain is from the middle of the throat again, and the Dhal is with the tongue protruding somewhat, very little. So Qul A'udhu. Going back to the first word, the Qul, it's from the back of the throat. Qu, qa, qa. So it's Qul. Sometimes we have a tendency of saying Kul, the small kaf, which is wrong. So Qul A'udhu. This is also important. The next surah will be similar. The next word, Bi Rabbi and An-Nas, very simple. The only rule we have to regard is the Ghunna in the Noon. Bi Rabbin Nas. So now we'll repeat it 3 times, inshallah. Everyone should repeat it with us. After, we'll start again from the beginning. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس قل أعوذ برب الناس قل أعوذ برب الناس. The next verse is also very simple. There isn't any really difficult places besides the An-Nas should be Ghunna, as we did in the last verse. ملك الناس ملك الناس ملك الناس. The next verse is also very simple, with the same ghunna in the word An-Nas. إله الناس إله الناس إله الناس. In the next verse, you have min shadri. There are 2 rules to consider here. One is the ghunna after min. This ghunna is called the ghunna of ikhfa, and the ghunna will be a little, there are about 2 or 3 types of ghunnas. One is called ikhfa, and a simple way of understanding is the ghunna, majority of it will be from the nose, a nasal sound, whereas in the other ghunnas you would pronounce the noon sound. So you won't pronounce a full noon here saying min sharri, but it'll be more from the nose, min sharri, kind of like a soft ghunna. Thereafter the ra will be empty mouth, sharri, sharri, so you won't say sharri, and the rest of the ayat remains simple, waswasil, and khannas will be ghunna. من شر الوسواس الخناس من شر الوسواس الخناس من شر الوسواس الخناس. Thereafter the next verse, الذي. This word is passed several times. The dhal is not a zal. You won't say allazi. A lot of us have the habit of saying allazi. It's alladhi, where the tongue will protrude a little bit somewhat. Again, it's like the th of that. الذي or the. الذي يوسوس في is very simple. صدو, for those who have knowledge of tajweed, the sad will be full mouth, but it has an effect on the dal sometimes in making that full mouth, which is wrong. So you have to be careful that the sad is full, but the dal is not. Sudu. Also, another rule here is that you can't say sudu. Sudu, making the sad sound like a sin. So it's not sudu, but sudu. Sudu. The sad will be more emphatic, more full. The tongue will be more round inside. And the last word, an-nas, will be ghunna, as in the previous verses. الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. And the last verse is very simple, with the ghunnas taking place in the last two words, jinnati and wannas. من الجنة والناس من الجنة والناس من الجنة والناس. Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq to recite and act upon it, inshallah, and convey to others. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.